Our first trend is contextual and adaptive UI, which is user interface. And this is about tailoring content to what you know about the user so their experience feels more relevant. So websites are really responding to user situation, things like the time of day, their location, environmental conditions, and if they're a new or returning user. And a lot of time this comes from simple data your site already collects from cookies around your user's device type and their location. So here's an example where the site updates itself based on the user's location and local weather. Websites can show weather-based content by combining that location data with the weather API. So if it's raining, the user sees the hero section promoting rain gear. If it's snowing, winter gear appears. And on a sunny day, the homepage shifts to outdoor activities like hiking. So this works well for both design and user experience because the content feels more relevant to your users. They don't have to dig around to find what they're looking for. And sometimes that relevance can even inspire purchases that they weren't originally looking for, which is always great. It's another example based on the time of day. So during business hours, if phone calls convert best for your site, your primary call to action should encourage users to call you. Here we have a call us call to action right in the utility navigation, and it would probably also be in other areas of the website. But what if your business is closed? No one there to answer the phone. So if you don't want to frustrate your users who are expecting to have someone answer the phone, you should change your call to action. So you can shift that button to something more helpful like request a quote or contact us, which would lead to a website form instead of a phone call. This is useful if you have users across multiple time zones where it was obvious to them when you're closed, or if you have like unusual hours. If you know no one can help your user at that moment, don't set them up for failure. Give them an easier path like a short form they can submit right away. And let's move to an example of new versus returning visitors. So for new visitors, the site has no history or behavior to go off of. So the content needs to keep things broad and welcoming, showing featured articles, popular topics, like what we're seeing here in this blog listing example. There's no assumptions about what your users want because we don't know them yet. So keep it clean, neutral, starting point that invites exploration. When that same user returns, the experience can shift in a subtle way. When a user comes back to this blog, for example, the site can place a continue reading section at the top of the page, helping the users jump right back in where they left off. So there's no interruption, just a gentle reminder or cue that feels natural and helpful. So this is the kind of personalization we want to see in 2026. We want it to be quiet, unobtrusive, and genuinely useful. So the user doesn't have to think, oh, wow, the site is personalizing to me. Instead, they can think, oh, good, this is exactly what I was looking for.